What's up, my friends? So from the title of this video, you're probably thinking something big's about to happen. It is, but it's not as bad as it sounds. I'm going to be taking a 6-month hiatus from YouTube starting this month, and I'll explain why. As many of you have gathered from my last few videos, YouTube pay has been declining, which means I've been having to spend more hours on my day job to pay the bills. More day job hours has meant less time for videos, which tends to compound the problem because less videos per month plus the declining ad revenue means more day job hours and the cycle continues. I did a calculation last month and I found that with the hours that I spend on a video compared to how much it makes, it ends up being around minimum wage. Now, I know some of you watching this may also work minimum wage jobs and you're like, bro, I'd rather get minimum wage for playing video games than bagging groceries or whatever. I totally get that. And I've held that mentality for the last couple of years actually. But money is actually not the reason why I'm taking a short break from posting. I'm fortunate enough to have a day job where I can just pick up more hours to make up for the lack of income. I originally got into gaming on YouTube for the pure enjoyment of it. However, it wasn't my ultimate creative goal. Many of you may not know this about me, but I'm actually a writer. I live in Los Angeles and I originally moved here to get into the movie business, writing screenplays, but I also write books. I published my first book about 10 years ago. I don't usually talk about it on my YouTube channel, because of privacy reasons. It displays my full name and has my picture on the back and all that. So I just compartmentalized that part of my life from my online life. I'm sure you guys can understand. Well, I've been itching to write my second novel and I finally came up with another winning idea. It's absolutely stellar and I'm so proud of it. I have no doubt it's going to be a hit. Writing takes time and dedication though, and I still need to keep my day job to pay the bills. I was hoping at this point in my YouTube journey that YouTube would be my day job. That way I could work on videos during the day and my writing at night, but it hasn't panned out that way. So I really feel like I need to take this opportunity and dedicate the time to writing this novel. That means I have to put the channel on the back burner, but only temporarily. I'm not closing shop, so to speak. And I felt like I owed you guys an explanation so you didn't think I just fell off the face of the earth or anything. So here's my plan. I'm going to take a 6-month break from posting videos starting today. That means I'll be back to posting videos in mid-February. That'll work out nicely because that'll give me a couple more months of posting only Fallout 4 videos before Starfield comes out. At that point, I'll start working Starfield videos into the mix, especially if the building system in the game is as cool as it looks in the gaming demos. Now, why only 6 months and not like a year or whatever? For a few reasons. If I'm excited about a creative writing endeavor, I can usually crank out 4 to 5 pages a day. But just to be on the safe side, let's say I only get through an average of 3 pages per day. That means I can average about 90 pages per month. And in 3 months, I'll have a 270-page novel, which is like the perfect size for a fiction novel. Now, the final count may end up being somewhere between 250 and 300 pages, but that's going to depend on revisions and rewriting and all that. So here's my roadmap. The first month, this month, is going to be spent outlining and finishing up research and stuff. Starting in September, I'll spend the next 3 months writing the novel, and then that leaves me 2 extra months for editing and revisions. Once the novel is done, it won't take any time away from my video posting schedule to submit the manuscripts to agents and then publishers. That's the easy part, so to speak. Some rejection will inevitably happen because that's part of the business and everything, but that doesn't take any physical time, if you know what I'm saying. I can just take my mind off the initial rejections and stuff by getting back into posting regular videos. So that's my plan for the next 6 months. Now, I know some of you will support me on this journey and others are going to be upset. I totally get it. I never want to feel like I let you guys down because many of you have been dedicated members of the class and really enjoy my videos. You have no idea how much that means to me. That's the reason why I wanted to post this video. I didn't want you guys to feel like I was abandoning you, the game, or the channel. I just have to take this leap. You have to strike while the iron's hot, and this idea is hot. In fact, I'm so obsessed with the idea that my subconscious is actually writing scenes when I'm not even trying. Like I'll be eating dinner, or taking a shower, or going for a jog, and my stream of consciousness is just like playing this stuff out in my head like a movie. When I finally get to the writing part, it'll almost just be like dictating the movie on paper. I know from experience that you only get this kind of inspiration a few times in your life, and you have to grab the bull by the horns when it does. In fact, I'm so confident this book will get published that here's what I'd like to do. Anyone who keeps their YouTube membership to the channel or stays part of the student council on Patreon will get 2 copies of the book mailed to them when it gets published. One of the books I'll autograph for you guys so you can keep it in mint condition and store it away somewhere. And the other one I won't sign, so you can read it, dog ear it, lend it to friends, accidentally leave it on the bus, whatever. Now, I completely understand if some of you don't care about that and go ahead and cancel your memberships because you're only on here for, like the Fallout content and stuff. I totally expect that, and I won't be disappointed at all. But for those of you who do want to support my creative efforts here and want to see me return in 6 months with great news, then I'll definitely reward you guys for that. In fact, for those who stay in the higher tiers, I'm going to see if it's possible to create an acknowledgements page in the book. I can't make any promises about that because that sort of decision can be vetoed by a publisher, especially like the big ones, but I'll push for that as part of the negotiation process, and if it works, then you'll be immortalized in a published book. Ultimately, the decision to continue as a supporter is up to you guys, and I won't be disappointed if you leave. But who knows, we may even get some new people join up as a result of the news. I mean, how cool would it be to be among the first to read my new novel? Now, I can't tell you much about it for reasons of protecting the idea and all that, but I can tell you it's going to be in the modern day sci-fi action adventure genre. And since you guys are here because you play video games, I imagine that's going to be something that many of you will enjoy. And who knows, it could very well get picked up by a movie studio or a streaming channel to be made into a live action show. It's actually perfectly suited for that. I can totally see it as like a Netflix or HBO series. Fingers crossed and all. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but how cool would it be if you guys were involved in that process? Anyway, wish me luck in my 6-month writing adventure, and thank you guys so much for your support and understanding. As the title says, this isn't goodbye. It's just a blip in my 7-year YouTube adventure so far, and I'll be back with some great videos. I may even need to take a week break from writing in a couple of months and just make some videos so I don't burn out. You never know. And that'll allow me to hit the ground running when I get back. By the way, I'll still be checking email, tweeting, answering comments, just not as frequently. In the meantime, I have almost 600 videos on my channel, 100 of which are no mod shop class videos. So there's a lot of backlog to check out if you haven't already, and it's evergreen content, so it never gets old. Just think of this like a summer break between school years. Anyway, thanks again for your support and understanding, and I'll see you guys in February. LPK, love, peace, knowledge.